Urgent voices fill the airwaves. Giant murder hornet saved by daring surgery. The news scroll flashes across screens everywhere. People across Japan and the world are glued to their devices, some in shock, others in awe. The story sounds almost too wild. A man has performed life-saving surgery on Asia's most feared insect. Reporters gather outside a small, bright-lit lab in rural Japan. Cameras click, all trying to catch a glimpse of the hero and his unusual patient. Inside, the hornet rests in a clear case, weak but alive, while a man in surgical robes wipes sweat from his brow. He's just completed a procedure no one thought possible. The headlines have everyone talking, but the real story is about to unfold. The giant Asian hornet, or murder hornet, inspires fear. Its body is the size of a human thumb, sometimes larger. The orange-striped abdomen glows like a warning sign. Its wings buzz with a chilling sound. In Japan, its scientific name, Vespa mandarinia, doesn't capture the terror it brings. These hornets are powerful hunters. Their mandibles slice through honeybees and other insects in seconds. When a colony attacks, nothing survives. Even humans can suffer. Its venom causes pain, swelling, and, in rare cases, death. Each year, deadly stings fill the news. Villagers keep children inside when hornets are spotted. Farmers fear for crops. Beekeepers dread hive losses. Yet, beneath the fear, there's fascination. Scientists study the hornet to understand its ways. Few ever get close, until now. The hero is Dr. Satoshi Yamamoto, a quiet but determined entomologist. With graying hair and gentle eyes, he doesn't look like someone who'd tangle with a killer insect. Dr. Yamamoto has spent his life studying wasps and hornets. His hands are steady, his mind sharp. Above all, he respects the creatures others fear. Born in a mountain town, Satoshi grew up watching insects in the forests. He learned patience and careful observation. At university, he trained in entomology and microsurgery, using tiny tools on tiny creatures. His dedication set him apart. Dr. Yamamoto believes every creature has a role in nature. He's published papers, given talks, and helped officials understand hornet behavior. But nothing prepared him for what happened next. When the sick hornet arrived, Satoshi saw not a monster, but a patient in need. His experience and compassion would soon be tested in ways he never imagined. The hornet arrived at Dr. Yamamoto's lab in a sealed glass box. It crawled slowly, wings dragging. Something was wrong. Its fierce energy was gone. Satoshi watched carefully, noting every sign of weakness. Using a magnifier, Dr. Yamamoto examined the hornet from head to tail. He spotted a swelling near the abdomen, something no healthy hornet should have. Gently, with tweezers, he lifted a wing and saw the telltale bulge. He suspected a parasite, but the exact type was unknown. Samples were taken. Under the microscope, the answer appeared: a parasitic larva lodged deep inside the hornet's abdomen. It was feeding off the giant's strength, slowly killing it from within. The hornet's legendary power was no match for this silent invader. The discovery was urgent. Parasites like this can devastate hornet populations or spread to other insects. For Dr. Yamamoto, there was only one option: surgery. No one had ever tried such a thing on a creature so small, yet so dangerous. The stakes had never been higher. Dr. Yamamoto knew the risks. The hornet, even weakened, could still sting. Its venom was incredibly potent. He prepared a tiny anesthetic mixture, just safe enough to calm the insect. Sterile tools were laid out: miniature scalpels, forceps, and a magnifying camera. The surgery would be performed under a high-powered microscope. Every movement had to be absolutely exact. Satoshi rehearsed the procedure in his mind, mapping out each step. He watched videos of insect surgeries and practiced on models. The hornet was carefully sedated. Its motion slowed, legs curling gently. Dr. Yamamoto placed it on a chilled surgical pad to keep it still. Every surface was cleaned. Assistants stood by, ready to record and help. There was no room for error. Satoshi steadied his hands and began. The first cut is always the hardest. Dr. Yamamoto used a microneedle to make a tiny incision near the swollen area. Transparent fluids oozed out, glistening under the light. The hornet's body twitched, but the anesthetic held. Time seemed to slow as everyone watched. Dr. Yamamoto worked under the microscope, his eyes never leaving the screen. He used forceps thinner than a hair to gently spread the tissue, searching for the parasite. Sweat trickled down his face, but he stayed focused. Every second counted. The hornet's life hung in the balance. Midway through, the hornet's legs jerked. The team froze, fearing it might wake. Dr. Yamamoto calmly instructed an assistant to adjust the anesthetic. The hornet quieted, its breathing shallow but steady. The parasite came into view, a milky, wriggling mass clinging to inner tissue. Now came the most dangerous part. The parasite had to be removed without tearing vital organs. Dr. Yamamoto's hands did not shake. With pinpoint accuracy, Dr. Yamamoto guided his tools toward the parasite. The larva moved, sensing danger. Every nerve in the room was taut. Using a micro hook, he slid under the parasite's body, pulling gently. It resisted, gripping the hornet's insides with tiny claws. The hornet's abdomen trembled. The extraction took minutes that felt like hours. Satoshi paused often, checking for bleeding or distress. The parasite finally loosened, writhing in the grip of the forceps. Carefully, Dr. Yamamoto lifted it out, inch by inch. A sigh of relief filled the room when the parasite was free. The wound was flushed with a mild antiseptic. Dr. Yamamoto stitched the tiny incision with the finest silk thread. The hornet's body was cleaned and checked for damage. The parasite, now outside, was placed in a vial for study. The hornet, still under, looked peaceful for the first time. The hardest part was over, but its journey was not finished yet. After surgery, Dr. Yamamoto placed the hornet in a special recovery chamber. The temperature was just right, the air humid, like a natural nest. The insect lay motionless at first, weak from both the parasite and the operation. For hours, the team watched, waiting for a sign of life. Slowly, the hornet's legs twitched, its wings fluttered. Dr. Yamamoto checked its vital signs, measuring heartbeat and breathing. The wound healed over the next few days, stitches nearly invisible. The hornet began to move, exploring its enclosure with new curiosity. Nutrition was key. Satoshi fed it a special mixture of honey water and proteins. The hornet regained weight and color. Its famous aggression returned, but now it was healthy. The team was careful, keeping it safe while limiting stress. In time, the hornet became strong enough to fly. It buzzed powerfully, no longer sluggish or sick. The surgery had worked, a miracle of skill and hope. The story of Dr. Yamamoto's surgery spread quickly. Scientists around the world were amazed. No one had ever saved a hornet in this way. The operation opened new doors for insect medicine. Parasites are a major threat not just to hornets, but to bees and other pollinators. If surgery could save one, maybe more could be helped. People who once feared the murder hornet began to see it differently. News programs explained how all creatures, even the most dangerous, have value in nature. Dr. Yamamoto's bravery inspired children to learn about insects instead of fearing them. His act showed that compassion is possible, even for the feared and misunderstood. Researchers contacted Satoshi, asking for advice and training. The hornet became a symbol of hope and scientific progress. The surgery was a turning point. On a bright morning, Dr. Yamamoto opened the recovery chamber. The hornet, now strong and fully healed, buzzed eagerly. Satoshi lifted the lid and watched as the insect rose into the air, its wings shining in the sunlight. It circled the lab, then flew out into the open world. A survivor. Dr. Yamamoto smiled, knowing he had done something extraordinary. The hornet's story was not just about science, but about courage and respect for life. It was a lesson for all with care and knowledge. Even the fiercest foe can become a patient, and perhaps a friend. The world watched the footage of the Hornets' release. People cheered, some cried, and all were reminded that nature is full of surprises. There is hope now, in science, in compassion, and in the small beating wings of a hornet that survived the impossible.